Hi there, it's me. I wanted to take a moment to connect with folks. I've been fairly erratic with connecting with membership followers here for the last few weeks. Many things going on in my life and in yours as well. And so this Thanksgiving weekend, I really wanted to send out a message of gratitude. Gratitude to you for being a part of my journey and for letting me have the honor of sharing what I know about the traditions of yoga, Ayurveda, and Tantra with you. And I hope you're learning as much as I'm learning and growing, especially in this time of a pandemic. I'm sitting here out for a walk, a stroll on the Ottawa River, and this beautiful fall day. It's a bit cool. It was really warm, but it's getting cooler now. But just an opportunity to pause and to connect with nature and to be out and about in her resplendent beauty, because it is the resplendent beauty of nature that is affirming and uplifting to all of us, regardless of our spirits or where we're at in this particular time. So do that. Take some time this weekend to and I would encourage you to do it alone. Do it solo. Get out there and feel connected. Really, really important. I'm feeling very intuitively that we're heading into a period that's actually going to be a little bit more challenging. I know folks have been yearning to get back to normal, but I don't personally feel that that's going to happen. I think that we're heading for a whole new epoch in terms of how we be on this planet. And so it requires people like you and me to continue to do our practices, to meditate, to find and elevate a higher vibratory quality. Because of these dark times, we need people who can share an energy that is uplifting. I know we think of uplifting messages as being verbal and, positive psychology and all of that stuff, which is all great, but it does actually come at a deeper and more subtle level. So my wish for you over these upcoming months will be to continue to do your practice. And if you have any questions or challenges with that, certainly reach out. I'm always open to sending an email or having a Zoom call or whatever, if that's something that you feel that you need. The other thing that's, we need to be thinking about is this idea of how we let go. So one of the teachings that Rod shared with us about Swami Rama was, he taught that if you're not willing to throw a match at your home and walk away from it all, then you still have attachments. And we know that it's the attachments and our expectations from the things that we're attached to that are the root of our suffering, right? I'm going through that personal experience right now, having to walk away from my yoga space of 10 years and my property, literally walking away. And so reconciling what that looks like to go through insolvency at this stage in my life, but knowing deep in my core, at the very root of me, that it's a springboard to what's the next thing in my life. And I'm really actually not, I'm not lost or confused. Certainly there's a grief process that one goes through and that we're all going through in this time because there's so many changes. But so if you're experiencing any kind of that loss and, or any kind of issues or attitudes that are prevailing because of this pandemic, then take time with them and be clear about what those are, right? It's okay to be in those feelings of heaviness, but recognize that you are not that, right? You are not those feelings. And this is where it's important, again, to find the practices. Now, on my membership site, gosh, there's, I don't know how many dozens of practices that you could do. And any one of them will help to shift your energy and uplift your spirits. I can pretty much guarantee that. I'd also really like to be thinking about, for you to be thinking about what you need. So a few of you attended my last webinar, and I'll announce another one. I won't won't say the date on this video because I'll have to check when I get home. But some of you had said some of the things that you would like to see from the Lauren Crawford Yoga site, and I haven't lost sight of that. It's just that my energies have been consumed with what I just told you and getting ready for moving and all of that stuff, doing all the financial necessities of moving through insolvency. But let's think about what would be beneficial for you as seekers, as people who are on your journey, on your path, and hopefully yearning for more practices. And that doesn't mean a 30-minute class. That means individual things that you can do in your daily life, right? To bring you to that place of fulfillment. So I'll be scheduling another webinar soon. Check the date below, and let's see if we can make that happen sooner rather than later. And yeah, so take the time this weekend to be good to yourself, be kind. I think that's my other message. So it's Thanksgiving, so gratitude, certainly, but also kindness. Dr. Bonnie Henry has really been, I think, wonderful, the medical health officer for British Columbia, on her messages of kindness from day one in this pandemic. And I've noticed some of the other public health officers, sort of trying to pick up on that, but she does it the best. And this idea of kindness, it is what we need right now. Certain leaders and certain power brokers are fomenting a lot of chaos, and that's by design. That's for their narcissistic, ego-driven, agendas. But we do and necessarily need to be kind to each other. And let that kindness start with yourself, please. Let that kindness start with you. Especially if you're a real giver, take the time to be kind to you, because that's so, so, so important. All right. So it's really windy here. I'll give you one more little scene. The trail down here is really quiet right now, which is perfect for me, because I did want some time in isolation, and I didn't want to go too far out into the bush. Did try to make it to Gatineau Hills, but sadly the passway is closed. But so that's it. That's all. I just wanted to connect and, have a little Thanksgiving message for you all, and looking forward to staying connected through the upcoming months and years and doing this thing together. Be well. Om Shanti.